Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel for another plastic breakdown video. This time we're taking a look at the Thrasher and 4 very common plastic types, including the Z, the Big Z, ZFlx, and ESP. The only one that really isn't mentioned in here is titanium. That's pretty common, so I do apologize that titanium is not part of this. If you haven't heard of the Thrasher, it is a great entry-level distance drivers for players. It's fast, but it also has nice understability to it, making it great for players just getting into distance drivers, as well as players looking for nice big flex discs. As you can see, a lot of different plastic types, but these are definitely 4 of the most common. Now, when it comes to the profile, I am happy to report that the shape of the disc does not change. It's going to feel the same in the hand. The only major difference is going to be in the actual feel of the plastic. So let's kick things off by taking a look at the Big Z out in the field. I have to say that at least out of the box, it is the most understable in the early part of the flight. Makes it perfect for these hyzer flip up to flats, hold a nice straight line, and then even still have a very straight finish. It's so easy to hyzer flip right away, right as you get it. Perfect for learning how to hyzer flip, or just when you need those nice long tunnel shots. It also, being in the Big Z plastic, it does season very quickly, so that way when you throw it, say, flat, you're going to get initially out of the box nice big flex turns, but as it seasons, again, very quickly, you're going to be able to get it to hold these really big turnover flexes, rollers, or just long turnovers in general. Now, I would be very wary of busting it out into a headwind, as it will not hold up to the wind, as this is a big example of. However, if you need a long bomber right out of the box, don't have time to season one, the Big Z may be for you. Now, let's take a look at one of my own personal favorite plastics to throw the Thrasher in, and that is the ZFlx. It's very durable. It's going to hold those flight characteristics for quite some time. It's soft and flexible, so it can hold up in any kind of conditions. It also has good late flight stability to it, so it's something you can throw flat, slight hyzer, get it maybe to flip up a little bit, but it's going to have a nice predictable hyzer finish to it, whereas like the Big Z, not nearly as much. However, it does get good amount of mid-flight turn. Not really early turn out of the hand like the Big Z, but more of a mid-flight turn. Here, as you can see, mid-flight is when it starts to get that turn and then check up and fight its way back. Perfect for flex shots out of the box. Now, if you're looking for the straightest plastic type for the Thrasher, look no further than the Z. It is very point and shoot. Throw it on a very slight hyzer, flips up to flat, holds really straight, and then just has a nice predictable finish at the end. Even though it doesn't get as much turn in the mid-flight as, say, the Big Z or the ZFlx, but that's when you throw them on the same angle. If you adjust the angle just a little bit with the Z, you will still be able to get those really nice flex shots, which again makes this extremely workable. Now, it does still have really good fade at the end, especially if you give it enough height. You'll still get that turn if you put it on the right angle, but it's still going to fight its way out of it, which makes this disc perfect for really controlled flex shots. Even into slight wind, it's still going to hold up fairly well, much better than the Big Z and even the ZFlx. Now, if the wind is blowing, don't fear, just reach for an ESP Thrasher, particularly the newer ESP runs. They are considerably more overstable than any other plastic that I have thrown the Thrasher in, probably similar to the Crystal Sparkle. These things are very good wind fighters for players with slower arm speeds. Easy flex shots, just have to throw them on an Annie line, and they're going to have these nice sweeping turn, but a predictable finish because of how much more late stability they have than any of the other plastics. And being in the ESP plastic, it's going to be fairly durable. It will break in a little bit quicker than, say, the Z or the ZFlx, but still will hold the flight characteristics for a good amount of time. And also, even when wet, they're still not too slick at all, so you can throw them in rainy conditions. Now, let's look at all 4 side by side. The Big Z, when thrown on a slight hyzer, you can see it flipped up to flat immediately, has that nice sweeping turn in the mid-flight, and then hyzers out at the very end. The ZFlx, almost identical flight pattern, gets a little turn in the mid-flight, but not nearly as much turn, doesn't hold it as well. Nice predictable finish at the very end, and There's the Z, very, very straight, as I mentioned, very point and shoot. Nice straight flight, predictable finish. And with the ESP, we know it's going to be super overstable, so I threw it on a low anhyzer line just to show you can get this thing to get a small flex. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this video is going to help you figure out which of the plastic types for the Thrasher works best for you in your game. As you can see, depending on which plastic type, they can fill almost any shot in the bag for the distance drivers, which makes the Thrasher a versatile distance driver for players of all skill levels. And if you can't get enough disc golf content, be sure to check out Nathan Cameron's Oklahizer YouTube channel and Michael Mayo's YouTube channel. I will put a link down in the description. As always, everyone, I hope you all enjoyed, and until next time, keep banging them chains.